I'm Matthew Miller, and first off, I just want to say that it was an honor, it was fun, and I learned a lot during your public speaking course. Which also, I actually had a public speaking course once when I was in 7th grade. We learned about the same things, did informative speech, persuasive speech, and basically learned how to succumb to stage fright while speaking to an audience. I did feel comfortable with my communication skills as far as public speaking goes. I learned a lot more in this class than I thought I would have. Anyways, what happens is the most important part I feel of public speaking, which helps me with my communication skills, is to just be myself. I have friends from being myself that way, and why not? Because I communicate well with them, why can't I present that to a regular audience? One thing that I learned that I like about this class is the use of ethos, logos, and pathos, and I found that it was very, very, very useful when delivering speeches. Ethos, again, is to present your knowledge towards the subject, not necessarily the exact stats or statistics going behind what you're presenting, because that involves logos, or how empathetic or sympathetic you are towards that subject, as well as relating a personal experience, because that is pathos. But I found that they all come together, and when they do, it actually makes your speech a lot stronger. I was really nervous during one of my speeches. However, if I were to say I was a little bit, it would be definitely the first one. What made me nervous, if anything, was the whole time constraint, because I wanted to provide the information, proper information, to get my audience to understand. However, the time constraint kind of pushed it, because I would always think, like, I want to get this point across, but I need to get this point across. And sometimes time didn't allow that. What I found that was my most troubling concept while delivering a speech was I tend to mix up my words every once in a while. Usually how I recover from that is, use one of the Gar Reynolds techniques actually is to take a step, breathe, and let myself recover. Actually think what's going on in my mind, process it slowly so I don't skip any steps, and basically just try to be comfortable knowing my audience and trying to relate to my audience. Because that's ultimately, in the end, what you want to accomplish. Is if your audience learns one thing from your speech, you basically done your job. The speech I enjoyed giving the most was probably the group presentation, because again, you're with people who you like, with friends, and you're getting to one topic where you all get to convey your separate ideas together, and when you bring it all in one, it really becomes more powerful than rather just one person giving that speech. And if we work together, and you can make it really fun if you want, which is what we exactly did. And by that, it just brought our whole energy up, and we could feel it while presenting, and the audience responded greatly. The speech I didn't really enjoy giving the most was the informative one, because sometimes it just seems so bland, and it's really hard to, keep your audience interested, and that's actually the one I got the lowest grade on too. The biggest challenge when doing the research was getting all this information and shortening it down to the time length. Again, time was a big factor that really pushed me and made me nervous. By watching other classmates go up and speak and give their presentations, what I learned most about this class is what really makes a great speech is 3 things. 1, practice, practice, practice. 2, being confident in yourself. And 3, being able to relate to your audience appropriately. On a scale of 1 to 4, I'd rate my public speaking performances about a 3 from the first speech, and then speeches afterwards a 4. I could tell from the notes you gave me again that, I just seem more confident, and I could tell that in myself too. Basically, I just learned the techniques that you gave as well as Gar Reynolds, and put them to the test, and it shows. It really does show. To wrap up, I feel like public speaking really helped me, and it's a very valuable tool that I can use to the future, whether it's displaying a proposal or giving an informational speech to a company that I work for or plan to work for. And by having the skill and by having the good skills behind it to present a very, very, very valuable speech, I feel like from what I've learned the past month has helped me greatly. And again, I thank you for your time.